I totally agree that sometimes letting go is easier said than done, but it's not impossible. The idea is to let go of the negative things in our lives that cause us grief now and later. Not everything that you need to let go of is like anger, resentment. There's bad habits too that we need to get rid of, and sometimes those could be harder than more complex things like a bad relationship. But at the end of the day, it's just to get a general improvement of our whole life, just to do a little bit better. Whatever it is that you need to get rid of it, at least try, because if you don't, you're gonna stick with it and it's gonna be bad. So I'm gonna go for it because it's necessary. I'm gonna sing for you and you'll understand what I mean. Let it go, let it go. Hey, even those of you that don't have kids have heard that song. So even a cartoon has the concept, so we could do it. Hi, I'm Maite, and I'm the author of the book Soltera. Sometimes when things don't work out, they actually end up working out for the best. I welcome you and your friends to my world of Soltera. This is our time. Bye-bye, baby. Just like that. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't make someone love you. You can't change the way they feel about you. You could love them. You could tolerate things. You could try till you're blue in the face. But at the end of the day, what you can't do is lie to yourself. I know that we all fall into that little trap and we think we could change things, but at the end of the day, you learn from your mistakes. Well, some do anyway. People, deep down when something's not working, when it isn't worth the trouble, and that ultimately you have to let it go. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. Sometimes things just are. And and it's nobody's fault. You just can't fall into a thing where somebody knows how you feel about them, and then you become some sort of entertainment and you get breadcrumbed. You gotta move on from those things. Sometimes there's something going on over here and it keeps you busy when there's something over there that could be so much better for you. You can't let an opportunity go by, and you really gotta look out for yourself. Don't you guys ever feel like if you're carrying like a bag on your back? It's a heavy bag. It's like a book bag full of rocks that you just lug around, but instead of rocks, it's full of anger, hatred, regrets, fear. It's just something you carry around and you can't get rid of. I hate to sound like a cliche or like a self-help guru or something, but really, if you don't get past it, if you don't get rid of the bad stuff, you can't let the good stuff in. Don't give me the whole easier said than done thing, because I've done it. Okay, and it's not easy, but it's such a rewarding thing to do. That goes the same for regrets and for hatred. You gotta get past it, learn from it, so it doesn't happen to you again. That's the best thing to do with it, instead of just lingering and just like swimming in the same water. The only thing that I think that's important is to not let fear get you. Fear is the bad one. Fear could paralyze you from moving on, from doing something that could make a big change in your life, like make a big difference. Unless it's something that puts you in danger, or your family, or something of that sort that you just can't do. If you don't do it and you don't try it, you're gonna regret it later. So it's better to save yourself some regret in the future and just give it a try. It's worth it, I tell you, it's worth it. I think that the thing that would most likely keep you from moving on after a breakup would be resentment. Every relationship has good moments and bad moments. If it weren't for the good moments, you wouldn't have stuck through it, and been there with that person. But of course, if there's a breakup, there's bad moments. So the thing is that a breakup is like a pandemic. You know, it's like it has that curve. When you first break up, you're angry, you're blaming, and this whole bad thing. And then, but at some point, you're gonna hit a plateau. The thing is that when you get to that plateau and you're on your way down, it's to shed all the layers of the bad things. You know, just leave it all behind. The most important thing to do after a breakup is to work through it. You know, you have to go through the sadness, the missing, the crying, the anger, the blame. All that stuff is what's gonna let you move on. You have to experience this. It's a process. So once you go through it, then you could pick and choose what you learn for your next relationship. Because folks, there will be another relationship. And who knows, it may be the one that you're with them till the end. So everything is towards that. So you gotta try your best to learn so you won't make the same mistakes. Hey guys, so if you like this episode, please like and subscribe. Come on, we're hanging in there. Things are gonna go back to normal before we know it. So I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you all next week. Besitos.